shambles. You're actually a shambles.
You're a shambles, bruv. You're an absolute shambles. Yeah, I'm the only one that's here.
What do you, bro? You're there in your room on your own. Just what the fuck have you been?
That's
there?
not what I mean. I mean, like, no one else is here. Where's Lee? Where's Femi? Femi didn't even turn up last week.
Bro, all of these people are
Exactly.
shambles anyway. All of these people are shambles anyway. What's going on with that? What's that? A Nigeria top? What's that? Nigeria? St. Lucia?
Why
What
would
is
I be
that?
wearing a Nigeria top, you plum?
What is that? What's going on there?
What's going on with what? It's a Ghana shirt.
Do you actually, this is a real question there. Do you actually take, what are you doing, bro?
I don't know. Go on. Do I actually what?
Do you actually take Ghanaian Independence Day seriously?
Why wouldn't I?
And when I say seriously, I don't mean you don't take it seriously, but do you do anything different on Ghanaian Independence? Like, do you eat more jollof rice on Ghanaian Independence Day?
No, but it's a celebration. Like, so I did my radio show to Ghana every Saturday night, and this year it fell on Ghanaian Independence Day.
Okay.
And so I like kind of did a whole show of just reminiscing about Ghanaian Independence Days that I had when I was growing up. And when I got to about maybe like 15 or 16, it was a big deal. It was like the biggest rave of the year. And like me and my friends or my cousins would all get tickets and go to one big dance, whether it was in Stratford Rex or sometimes it was in where else did they have them? Like some venue in West London. But it was sick. It was just like, so imagine like every Ghanaian in London or the UK even trying to rave in one spot. It was sick. It was just like 2,000 people inside, a line of thousands of people outside. And so when I was younger, like I used to go to this rave religiously every year. It was sick. And then obviously when I became Ace, like I started to get more involved in that. I hosted a couple of them, I DJed at a couple of them. But it was like the thing every 6th of March, that weekend, like my mom would go to the old people's one and they'd have like the older people's version. And then there was like a younger people. And it was like, it was the biggest jam of the year. Imagine like girls would like, buy one cloth, yeah, like one cloth pattern, and then all of them would have a different outfit in the same cloth. It was sick. It was so sick. It's obviously like it hasn't been like that for a few years, and even like not even just because of COVID. I just feel like I haven't really celebrated Ghanaian independence like that, maybe for the last 5 or 6 years. But I was remembering like how big of a deal it was when I was younger. It was the main jam.
So you see those kind of raves, yeah? Those raves continue, you just haven't really been going, or the whole thing is kind of slowed down?
It's mad. I think as well, because of like, it's going to sound like a really stupid thing to say, but I feel like because of the popularity of like Africa and African music, I feel like back in the day, it was kind of like it was a niche thing. Like Africans were not really like, I'll be honest, we weren't even proud to be African. There wasn't really this, there wasn't the sense of African pride that there is today.
No, not at all, yeah.
So I feel like then it was kind of a niche thing. It was like, look, we're part of this small group that are going to rave together on Ghanaian Independence Day. But now it's so like, it's such a big thing. I don't feel like it's as special as it was.
Fair enough.
I don't know. And then also maybe because there's just so many like Ghanaians here, like it got to a point when it was like, there was so many raves happening, you didn't know which one to go to. Yeah. So then that kind of spoiled it because it was like, look, my cousins are going to this one, but my friends are going to this one. And because there was so many different dances, it just got shit. But when it was just like one dance, oh my days, it was the thing. It was so sick.
You see, like, you know, I've always wondered about this. See, like Jamaican, yeah, and Jamaican music. So we have reggae, and then we have like, obviously bashment,
right,
dancehall, and then we have lovers rock and revival.
Yeah,
is that kind of stuff within Unoman?
100%. So like high life is like the old school for like my mum's generation and older. They did the high life thing, and then obviously now you see what's going on. Like the two biggest artists in Ghana, Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy, are considered dancehall artists. They're like
Okay.
Ghanaian dancehall artists. They do songs with all of the dancehall artists, like the Craniums and Sean Pauls and all of these. Those are, but they're spitting in Tree. They're like Ghanaian artists. The music sounds a little bit different, but they're considered Ghanaian dancehall artists. So it goes everything from Ghanaian dancehall to Ghanaian drill. I don't know if you've seen the Yao Tog's record with Stormzy. That's a Ghanaian drill. Then there's like, then there's obviously there's Afro pop, like Fuse ODG would maybe can be considered like Afro pop. Like there's bit different genres. Anyway, yeah, I'm giving Damon a lesson. I'm giving Damon a lesson on Ghana. Where are you? And is your Wi-Fi work today?
Right. Let me be honest with you. So what happened is I was trying to get home, and I don't know if you don't know about the traffic in Hackney at the moment. It's a nightmare. So I had to stop. Because they've locked off all the back roads. So the main road now, which is called Kingsland Road, the gridlock from Shoreditch all the way. So as I was driving home, I couldn't. So I had to come to my nan's to jump on her Wi-Fi.
Hey, so Lee, I'm gonna tell you something now. Yeah.
Go on.
See your nan.
Go on.
How old is your nan?
Let me show you. She's 96. That's what I'm leaning my phone on.
Lee,
94.
Lee, I'm gonna tell you something now. If your 94-year-old nan has better Wi-Fi than you do in your house,
that's the issue.
It's a problem.
She does, though. I'm not gonna lie.
What, Nancy? Hello, Nancy. Is she awake? Is she up?
No, she's sleeping. She goes to bed at 9 o'clock. On 8 o'clock on the dot.
Okay. All right. Does she know you're in the house? Have you just crept in the house and she don't know you're there?
Deaf, by the way. She's deaf. She can't hear me.
Wait. Does she live on her own?
Yeah.
So does she know you're in the house, blood?
No, here. She doesn't know I'm here.
So what happens if she wakes up to go toilet? And
she won't hear me, but obviously I'll be like, hi, Nan. But she won't hear me. She knows that I'll pop in now and again anyway. She won't be shocked.
I'm just making sure you don't give your nan a heart attack if she wakes up in about half an hour to come and get some milk and cookies or something.
Nah. She's cool, man. She'll probably come out with a shank, but she can't hear anyway. She's deaf. So we can make bear noise.
Can we have a shubs there?
Of course you can. After COVID.
Of course.
What's a quiet?
Safety first.
Can I just say, I didn't get to hear last week's show, but I heard it was a great show when I left. And I want to apologize, guys. Like, that's not on. And I'm going to sort out my Wi-Fi. I'm going to get fiber optic.
Virgin. What are you on, Sky?
I've got Sky, you know. I don't even have Sky, but I've got Sky.
Sky's not the one. Sky's not the one for broadband.
Is it dead?
The Virgin thing. You on Virgin, Damon?
Yeah, Virgin.
Yes. It's reliable still. It's reliable. I hope Femi comes in this week. I know he wasn't feeling very well last week, so salute to Femi. But
I got a theory about Femi, actually. I think he works for the monarchy and he didn't want to get involved in the conversation.
What do you mean you think he works for the monarchy?
He didn't want to. I noticed that when sometimes it's serious, he don't want to be. He's never about. He's tired.
Lee, why are you pressing your face up to the camera like that, blood?
I'm just saying how it is. I need to come see you soon, man. What can you do for this, D?
Go B&Q and get some fertilizer, some heavy duty fertilizer.
36 and the shit don't connect, man. This is as thick as it's ever been.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's dead, isn't it?
That's really sad.
Bruv, it's not as sad as the picture you sent in the group the other day, bruv. That looks sad, bruv.
The picture I sent in the group. That app, listen, everybody's seen this app where it takes your beard off. Yeah. And you know what's funny? So at the beginning of lockdown 1, I said, I'm just going to shave it all off. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I might as well just shave it off. I will never do that ever again. I will never even think about that.
Well, after that picture?
Do you know what? It's this part here is long. It's like a beak. This part here is long.
Man said a beak.
This part here is long. Because I didn't even notice this, but I've got small lips for a black man. And so this part here is mad long, so it comes like a beak. Man ain't shaving that off, rude boy. So yeah, this is gonna be me for life. I might shave it down, but not off.
I'll support it. Whatever you do, man.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. How have you been, Lee?
I'm not too bad, man.
Well,
Trying to get back into.
I know I shouldn't do this on a pod, but I thought of the sickest TV idea for you, bro.
Is it? So we're not talking about it now.
We'll do it off it. We're gonna do it off mic, but it's sick.
Let's make it happen.
The reason why I wanted to say this on here is because when this TV show bros, we can refer back to this. Be like, yeah, we said it on the pod.
Go on, bring it at me.
Nah, it's hard.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm watching a program at the moment. Can we talk about this before we get into the show?
Go on.
It's called The One. Is it The One? Yeah, The One. On
The One.
Netflix.
What's it about?
So basically, it's about taking like samples of someone's hair. So obviously, it's a series, and you can find their match. Their love match.
But what, from their DNA?
Yeah, from the DNA.
Oh wow.
Oh, it is a mad thing. Check this one. So people that are married, like even in the show, obviously it's not real. It's not real. It's actually it's a film, it's a series.
Oh, it's like drama. It's not a
drama. Yeah.
People
start getting obsessed. So you got the people that think, oh, it's just a theory, so I don't need to do it. I'm in love already, so I don't need to bother. But you got people that are already married. Like, say, for example, Femi being married, and his wife's like, oh, I wonder who your match is. So she sends off his DNA to find his match and who his ideal woman is. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but then it just gets mad, doesn't it? It just gets mad, but it's good. It's a good program.
Called The One.
The One. Yeah, I watched it yesterday on it's on Amazon. Not Amazon, Netflix.
People saying they watched it in the chat and they don't want no spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay. Are they gonna watch it? Yeah.
Yeah. Some people have been watching it already, I believe.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I watched it. Binged it in one day.
We didn't get this from you last week because your internet was fucked up before we start the pod properly. So I shouldn't have sworn because we're on YouTube. But it's too late.
Yeah.
We wanted your opinion on Coming to America.
I thought the first 10 minutes was decent. Went through the motions. Felt the nostalgic vibes. I guarantee. I know what's gonna happen. Damon said it was good because Damon thinks everything's good, man. Damon is good PR for everyone and anything. You know that he never criticizes anything black as well, which I love. But
Damon, have you seen it?
It's good in it.
Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Had I not watched it? No, I hadn't.
When we spoke last week, you hadn't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I've seen it now. Do you want my review?
Yeah.
Go on, let me hear what he's got to say. He's going to give it a nice review, I know.
Eddie Murphy owes me an hour and a half.
Wow.
You know what it is? The thing is, yeah, it's not bad.
Yes, it is.
No, listen to what I'm saying. It's not bad. It's not horrendous. It's just a waste of time. It's just pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Like, I'm through talking to people, I'm hearing that it's like a parody of Wakanda or what Wakanda's supposed to be. You know, bruv, I don't understand why they just kept on drawing people like Salt and Pepper.
Oh yeah, you know, I forgot they were in the film actually.
They were just doing pure cameo.
You know, it's like
didn't work. Gladys Knight.
It's like Femi doing a film and just Femi just getting every single one of his brethren. But
it does do
not
I know.
Where's Femi gone?
Femi's got all the man them in all these films.
That's the intent, 1 and 2, bro. But them films had a better storyline than Coming to America. I'll say that 100%. Coming to America.
Femi does what all the man them say they're gonna do when they're gonna be making films. They say, "Don't worry, I'm gonna bust you." That's what Femi does. He busts all the man them.
Oh
including his barber, you know.
Trust me.
That's when you know when you give your barber a thing in there and speaking like you. He's not joking. But you know, smashed it for me.
Baby.
What's it called? Wesley Snipes smashed it in that film for me. I think he was the best thing.
He was actually the funniest, 100%.
I just felt like he was he showed he was just, you know, you can do any role anyway.
Yeah.
But he was a standout character for me. I don't know.
I laughed that loud one time. Like
Huh?
right at the end with Randy Watson. That was the funniest part of the film for me, and then that's it. I thought it was terrible. I thought it was really bad. Tell me, what do you think?
Rubbing cat food on the thing and all of that. I just felt that was like, where are we going with this story, man? But you know, funny? I've been looking at all the Americans and they've been bred in it. But I suppose they need to, because it made a lot of money in it.
How?
Amazon bought it.
From people like signing up and whatever. They got the most something. They broke records or something. Or maybe they're just gassing it. I don't know.
It's a bad film.
Femi, break it down from your.
You know what? It's been a while. It's been a while since. I'll be honest. It's been a while since I watched it because it was like 2 weeks ago. I thought you guys spoke about this, but here's what I've got to say. So, I thought they were gonna be like. Firstly, there were no jokes really. It wasn't that funny. There wasn't any memorable set pieces really. Apart from Rick Ross. Rick Ross's cameo made me laugh. That's the only bit I laughed at. Because it's weird. I just didn't see it coming. You could tell Rick Ross practiced that line bare. Like, you could just tell he was gassed about his little cameo and coming to America. You can tell he couldn't wait to talk about any of his raps. And it was still rubbish, but because it was Rick Ross, it was funny. And Wesley Snipes, I thought was good, but even... it felt a bit tongue-in-cheek. He felt like he knew this was bad.
Right.
Like, it's weird. It's like his performance was kind of like, yeah, I know that I'm doing a bad African accent, but I'm going to give it the best because I'm Wesley Snipes. But you know what? His accent wasn't even bad, Wesley Snipes. He was actually quite good. He was just in a bad story. Like, there was nothing to it. It didn't really carry on from the last one. They weren't coming to America. They went to America for a little bit and then came to Wakanda. And also I didn't like the fact that Rick Ross's house was the base. I want to believe that Wakanda is a real not Wakanda, you know. Let's look. That's what I want. Munda. I want it to be Wakanda so badly. I felt that killed it as well. I felt the fact that we've had Black Panther meant that for me, I couldn't go to this other version of Africa with lions, and it just felt like a backward portrayal of Africa, nothing original, not really relevant to how, like, what it is now. It's just so bad, man. But I didn't expect it to be good.
How about the fact that no one's talking about the fact that Prince Hakeem was date raped? So I shouldn't even laugh because that's not even funny.
Oh yeah.
And that was never a thing. He was raped, and she had his baby, and they just moved on, like, calm.
Not really, because he was wasn't he on it?
What? Who? He wasn't on her. She gave him some weed, fam, and remember, he was under the influence.
Okay.
I mean, claim weed as date rape, though, innit?
Huh?
You can't claim weed as date rape, can you?
She said she put something in the weed. I'm sure that's what happened. I can't remember. I saw the film about 2 weeks ago as well. But I'm sure she put something in the weed.
Couple years.
No, you know what, Ace? I don't think she put something in the weed. I think she said that she had the good. I think she had that next level weed. But I mean, we can get mad serious and talk about it. But I think the bottom line is it was Daybreak. But
100%.
I mean,
I watched it 3 times. You know.
I mean,
why?
You watched it 3 times.
I watched it 3 times, but I don't know what happened. Because you know when you watch something and you pause it, and then you go back to it and then you pause it, and then every time I watch it, I know last time I watched it by myself, and then I was on my phone, so I paused it, and then I unpaused, and then I was Instagram, and then I paused. So I don't even know what's really going on. So I kind of know in glimpse, but it wasn't catching me.
I'll be honest. Like, that's the story anyway. Forget you're not gonna learn anything from watching it all in one go.
Yeah, real talk.
Literally, I watched it in like I fell asleep. So I missed the middle chunk. So I thought, oh, do you know what? And I woke up near that. You know when you fall asleep, you miss the middle and then you catch near the end. And I thought, I must have missed some really deep bits. let me stay up and finish watching it. Like to this at 2 a.m. now. On the day it come out, so I stayed up, carried on watching it, and it was just like, okay, safe. And also, there was just no twist. There was not like, there were a few things that they must have thought, like the writers must have thought would be banging, like attending your own funeral and then choosing to die. I thought the writers must have been laughing to themselves, thinking, nah, this is the most jokes ever, but
yeah, for real, boy, they must have been high.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman, he was narrating
the funeral.
It was poor, man. It was.
They would have sat there and they would have thought, nah, this is lit. This is just the best ever. But
so overall, we're saying it's 4.
Yeah.
Overall, I give it like 2 out of 10.
Yeah, same thing.
Dead out.
Have you not seen on the news? Have you not seen? Not even on the news. You know the vigil, the demonstration last week Saturday in Clapham Common. Have you seen in social media that the red-headed girl that got arrested, how they're claiming or people are claiming that she's an actor, she's a professional actor that goes around and does these things or gets herself in these positions?
Yeah, but I don't know what more there is to say. Maybe she's an actor that attended.
No, you know what it is? I just wanted to ask you, man, like, do we actually think that this actually takes place? Like people actually, because like, you remember the riots in America, and people were catching guys, like how they was talking about people are leaving bricks on the side on purpose to incite stuff, and it wasn't us that were breaking into buildings and all of that kind of stuff. And I just had a few conversations last week with people like, does this actually really happen? Do we actually believe this really happened? Or are we just really in a time of everything is a conspiracy? Everything is never what it seems.
I mean, if you can conceive of it, then it can really happen. And I just feel like everyone's questioning everything. Nobody trusts anything. Nobody trusts government. Nobody trusts anyone. All the media, mass media, and government are massively mistrusted by people. And so because of that, I just think, everything's possible. I don't question it. But my only thing is like, what do we get from that woman being an actor?
I think like every single tragedy or major incident that's happened, from people getting run over on bridges to the thing that happened in Greenwich, every time something like that happens, there is a conspiracy that it's fake, it's a false flag, and they're just trying to distract us, and these lot are actors, and there weren't no police down there, and how come we ain't seen no videos? And so if this woman is an actress, why can't she just be an actress that attended a vigil? So if Femi went to a Black Lives Matter march and got arrested, would he be like, oh my God, he's an actor? Oh, that means the whole thing is fake. Like, why can't she just be an actress that went to a vigil?
And I just feel like, like I said, what do we get from it? What do we learn from it? Why do we care? And also it's like, everyone's like, oh, they're distracting us, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you're choosing to be distracted. You're on Instagram yourself. No one's trying to distract you. Like everyone sits there, yeah. Oh, the government trying to distract. No, you're distracted yourself. You're taking selfies. You're not even doing your job. Let alone like what they're distracting you from. If they put that information, like we are conspiracists, in a book, or they put it on the news, you don't care. You're on social. Like, this is the thing. Our society, we gone like, well, so deep. Like, oh yeah, they're trying to occupy your mind. No, we just want to jam and hang out and have a good time. And even if you had a chance not to be distracted, you still be distracted by yourself. And so I just feel like,
I think that's a bit harsh.
I'm being extreme.
No, but the thing is, I do agree with you. I think you missed Lee's the beginning of the podcast where with Lee explaining why he was late, and I've been hearing that's one of the things that we've been distracted. So basically, Lee was late because obviously they've locked up all of the roads in Hackney, so everything diverts you to the main road, which is what they're doing in Finsbury Park. They started to do it in Croydon. They're probably doing it all over London.
They've done it in Highbury.
There you go. And these are the things that people are saying. It's just like they distract us with one thing, so we're not paying attention to what we really should be paying attention to. I 100% agree with you, because if we wasn't paying attention to Meghan and Harry or some nonsense on the news, we probably wouldn't even open the letter that come through our door that is asking us, do we want these roadblocks and road closures or whatever that's happening all around us? But I definitely don't put it past local councils and the government or whatever to just, because every minute there's something else, and it's not like the world's not big enough for there to be something else. But I don't know, maybe being in lockdown has given everyone a bit too much time to sit down and
bro,
and think about all this stuff.
They'll be like, oh, Femi's doing a premiere in Leicester Square. Maybe that's distracting us from the fact, like, no, bro, it's just not that deep. Like sometimes we just have to take things at face value. And also, why are we so fixated with there being like, there are always, this is the thing in life, yeah? In every situation in life, there are always deeper layers than that which we conceive of, yeah? Than that which we can imagine, right? I.e., like there's stuff going on in your life, Damon, that I don't know. And there's a way that you might have reacted to me in this podcast or to Lee in this podcast that's influenced by information I don't have. We don't have to have all information all the time. It's not a big conspiracy. You just have information in your life that I don't need to know about. Do you get what I'm saying? There's certain things, it's not your business. If they want to get actors down there, were you down there? Did it affect you? No, let them get actors.
No, but this is the thing, yeah? This is the thing. It's not, I hear your point, but, if there is something underhand going on.
Why? It's more so, if they are really getting actors, why? That means they know something that we don't know.
Like who wins?
What they're saying is that means that's something that they don't know that we should know, that they're keeping from us if they're actually hiring actors. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying if that is really the case and they've gone out of their way to make this whole scene and like hire this crisis actor, then what is it that they're actually? What is the point of that?
We can all tell a story, and we can tell a story. And some people still tell stories better than others. Some people know how to embellish a story, know how to sprinkle everything on that story to make it a much bigger and better story, and that's going to hold your attention a lot longer than somebody who just reads it off of a piece of paper, and, maybe there is a reason to kind of keep us all, dumbed down, brainwashed, because something that I've noticed over the last year, is you see people that have theories against the government, they're conspiracy theorists, and they just get rubbished immediately. We don't listen to them. But the reality is they're probably telling the truth. They're probably talking some level of sense. They probably are talking. The thing is, I see your face, A. So me and you have had a few conversations about things before. And my thing to you has always been, why not? You see, when they say somebody is something, I don't know these people, innit? So my first thing is, why not? Why could they not be that guy?
Damon, you're missing a point. It's like, me and Ace's point is, okay, they've got crisis actors. Now what? Who cares?
Yeah, but why should we not care? This is the thing.
Yeah, because I've got stuff in my life that's more interesting and more pressing than me caring about.
I don't know where I'm getting bills. I ain't worked for 1 year, innit?
Okay. This is my point, though.
Right.
This is my point, yeah? This is my point. We all say that we've got things more pressing in our lives, yeah? But we're all going to sit on this podcast and moan about local councils blocking off roads that we could probably have something to do with. We could probably affect. But we're all going to sit here and say, you know, boy, I've got things happening in my life.
I'll be honest. You're taking us back to my point in the first place. Like, there's so much other stuff that you could be doing. Than worrying about whether there's crisis actors at protest. And I just feel the one, though, just not to rubbish it all. The one, do you guys watch that Netflix documentary about Cambridge Analytica?
No.
It was called The Great
College Scandal.
The Great Hack or something like that.
Oh no, what was that?
Is it good?
So I told you this, yeah. It's old now, it's like 2 years old, yeah. But hear what they did, yeah. This company, they were using Facebook data. You know when there was the scandal back in the day with like Facebook and like advertising and how they influenced Brexit and the American election. Guess what they've done in Trinidad and Tobago? It was mad. So there was an uprising, yeah, of black kids that were gonna vote in the election.
Yeah.
And so the majority in Trinidad, yeah, the government is run by Asian people of Asian descent, basically. So Trinidad is divided into two. You've got like, you know, black people predominantly poor, and then you've got Asian people predominantly rich, well, middle class, and then running the country, right? And so it looked like the young black people were gonna stage an uprising. And so the government hired this company, Cambridge Analytica, and what they did was they made the young black people, yeah, they created like an anti-government movement within the young black people, and that anti-government movement was fake. They made it up, and they created this online phenomenon that caught on online, yeah, that young people were spreading online amongst themselves, yeah, and they made this anti-government sentiment, which led to the majority of young black people not voting, which meant that the Asian majority government could carry on being government.
So basically, it works.
You see how deep that was? No, but you see how deep that is, though?
A lot of people would just move, basically.
No, but do you see how deep? Do you see how deep what they done?
Yeah.
So basically, it works. So it works.
So basically, they made, yeah, people that were going to vote, yeah, they made them like not vote in order. The government paid them to make young black people believe that they can't make change through voting in that country at that time, so they could win the election. And it worked.
But I suppose when you're thinking about strategy, you got to think about these type of things, innit? And if you're a leader at the front and they're offering you these type of services, I'm sure you got to take them. No, you got to take out the people.
No, I'm not even like, obviously this documentary goes on to suggest that's what they did. That's what they did with Brexit. But that was a close shave. Whereas like this same propaganda thing, the way they done it in Trinidad was like, it just blew my mind, because they like, it wasn't like, I'm explaining it in a very clean cut way. What they did, like they like created a movement that people were wearing t-shirts and rappers were rapping about.
Right, they took it there.
Yeah, it was like trendy, bro. It was trendy to be anti-government. And so all these black youths think, oh yeah, I'm representing for my people, or I'm gonna make change.
You're giving away your power.
Yeah.
That's nuts. But you see in that whole thing with like that, so basically they created like a false flag narrative, yeah?
Yeah.
Like you can see why they've done that. But I think the problem with some of the conspiracy theories that we see over here is it's like, I don't mind you telling me about a conspiracy theory, but explain to me why they've done that, innit? So like, if you're telling me, oh, she's an actor, explain why they've done that. What is for instance, let me give you an example. There was one time, I don't know if you remember this, I sat in a barbershop for 2 hours listening to a guy tell me that the earth was flat. and the thing is, yeah, about an hour in, I was really getting sucked in. Like, bro, what he's saying makes sense, because he was talking about the way that planes fly and the fact that you can't, like, everything he was saying, he had YouTube videos for. I was really getting sucked in. And then at the end of the 2 hours, I almost believed him. I was there, and then I was like, okay, well, so what's the reason that they tell us that the Earth is round? and he couldn't explain that. He was just like, I don't know. My point is, yeah, like there needs to be a reason for your conspiracy theory. It can't just be because they want it.
Ace, sometimes you don't find out the reason straight away. There was a time where the majority of the world believed that that Great Britain was bigger than Africa. No one questioned it. And no, there probably was a couple of people that questioned it, but there was people running around talking about, you're chatting rubbish. Why would they tell us that for? Like, every time somebody says something, they might not have the direct answer there straight away.
Guys, excuse me for being quiet, but I'm getting messages from my lodge telling me to be quiet at this section.
The lodge? Be quiet. Are you all right?
Been told to say nothing.
Lee, why are you in a shirt? Where have you been?
I went to work today, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, look.
Is it busy out there?
I'll see, because they might nab it and make 100 million in a year.
Did you make peas?
This is my money machine.
Okay.
Guys, the campaign. Imagine the campaign was called "Do So, Don't Vote."
What's it called? Do So, Don't Vote.
Yeah, and it was made up. It was made up.
So basically, they made this call to not vote, and it just stayed in people's hands.
Yeah,
that is.
It's genius. It's one of the most.
The t-shirt. Gone.
They put it on a t-shirt. Do so, don't vote.
There you go. Stormzy rocking that.
Talking about the thing in Clapham. Did you lot see the news? Do you lot think the police were too heavy-handed?
You know what? I feel like we have to see the whole thing. I really do. Like, I think it's easy to just like to watch a clip of police wilding out, and this is me, like somebody that I won't say that, but anyway, yeah. I feel like I don't feel like you can make an informed decision on that incident without being there and seeing everything that happened. What if there was just a bunch of dickheads down there causing trouble, throwing things or whatever? Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a protest as well. So what if people were starting to act like it was a protest or like I don't know. I feel like we need to see the whole thing rather than seeing that one 30-second incident.
So based on what I know, the police said that the vigil couldn't go on because it was a vigil. They said that it couldn't go on for fears of COVID reasons. Yeah. First off, do we think that it should have gone on? Do we think that the police should have let it go? Because part of me is like, let it go on. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Let them have a vigil. But the other side of it is like, well, you lot have been running around screaming that we're not allowed to gather more than 2 or 3 people for the last for how long? People have stayed in their houses for nearly a year now, not seeing anyone. So,
I mean, with that, obviously, with COVID restrictions, they couldn't say that it could go on. So it was a judge that actually said it couldn't happen. He couldn't approve it. And so they couldn't let the vigil happen. But for me, if I were the police, I wouldn't have gone in so hard. They should have just more ushered the people, right? Rather than, they should have been present. They should have ushered the people rather than like, coming in so heavy-handed and like, But some people are arguing that maybe that's why people are arguing that there were crisis actors. I don't know. Maybe because they thought, I don't know. I just don't even know. I'm trying to rationalize conspiracy theory here. But the point I'm making is that actually there's always police presence at protest, and whether they are violent or aggressive or act in an aggravated way towards protesters is, I'm sure there's incidents at every protest, but the extent to which you don't know, it just depends how the media reports it. Like the Black Lives Matter protest, there were people like getting attacked with horses and blah, blah, blah. But when I went there, it was fine. I went with my kids. It was fine. It was just lots of people and it was very noisy, but it was fine. But then on other days it wasn't. So I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if they were acting heavy-handed, it wouldn't be. It's definitely not going to be the first time that the police have acted heavy-handed. We've probably seen it in person. We've seen it on TV before. But I just think it's hard to make an informed decision on what happened on that day without knowing what happened on that day. Like, it's a visual, in it, so that it shouldn't have, like, what we were seeing was like something that happens at a mad protest, not a vigil for somebody that's passed away. So we need to see what happened. Like, I don't really necessarily understand why it even went that far. Should they have had a vigil? I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I think the problem is like, yeah, if you're planning a gathering, that's against the rules. But if it's just like, look, I'm going down to the park to pay my respects and I've just turned up and there's bare people here, then, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a planned thing of like, yeah, yo, let's get thousands of people to go down to this park on the same day at the same time, yeah, that's breaking the rules. I don't know. I'm torn.
I mean, they couldn't approve it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those, you can't approve it, but you can turn a blind eye type thing, you know? That's what I think. But anyway, so have you guys heard about Blessing Olusegun?
Yeah.
Do you want to go into it, D?
Go on. You know me. I can ever get facts wrong.
So Blessing was 21. She lived in East Sussex, which is what, near Brighton? Or in Brighton, or Brighton's in East Sussex. I don't know. I'm East Sussex. And she went for a walk and with nothing but a few things. And the police found her body, Sussex police, and her death was basically unexplained. And it was determined after she died that she drowned, basically. And there was a gap, a long gap between her body being found and her drowning, between her last being spotted alive and her body being found. But no one knows, and there's been no further intel.
But firstly, and this is a very, very, very sad state to be in. But I'm just not surprised. And it's not good. I was just told that her clothes weren't wet. So the whole thing about her drowning, it's like, well, you know, but it's sad that I'm not surprised. It's sad that I look at these things now and almost just say to myself, another unexplained Black person that, you know, has died, that no one, that the authorities don't care about, that they're just doing very little about to find out what happened. I mean, I don't know.
What do you mean her clothes were dry, but she said that she was drowned?
So they determined that she drowned, but her clothes weren't wet when she was found.
Or in a certain way, do you reckon that she was drowned? Do you reckon that she was like kind of like drowned in a certain way, but not physically drowned, or just head?
The only way you can drown without your clothes being wet is if you're held above the water and only your head's in the water.
So is that what you think? No, I'm asking you. That's what you think, though.
No, I'm thinking that she wasn't drowned. I don't think she drowned. I don't think she drowned at all.
I think she was actually drowning.
No, I don't think she was drowned at all. I don't think she drowned at all.
She was drowned and then her clothes just dried.
No.
That couldn't have been a thing.
Well, it's not summer.
Yeah, but say she was. How long after that they found the body did they know that this happened though? Because if it was like a couple of days, your clothes would have dried, no?
Probably not. And especially down there, probably not. I mean, I don't know. I'm reading it. Aisha's writing a lot in the group. Her belongings were found nowhere near her, but the whole thing is just suspicious, isn't it? The whole thing is suspicious, you know. And it's just one of them things where we're told something and we're told that this is what happened. We have to accept it, and we just crack on. We just move on. Happened. Say that again.
But you don't believe that's what happened?
Nah.
I think the scary thing is like, I was getting cranked to say things, but I think the scary thing is like, especially seeing this police officer that's just been arrested for the murder recently. Like, fam, like we already couldn't trust him. Now, like you really can't trust him, man. Like they got murderers within the team. That's mad. Like tapped man that will do them things. So who's to say what else? Who's to say what else they're not hiding or like sweeping under the carpet?
Do you not remember last year? I don't know if it was last year or the year before. We wasn't in lockdown, so it's probably the year before. A woman went out partying on her birthday, and I think she was found dead in a field or in Woodlands, and she was murdered. And I think about 4 or 6 police officers were either suspended or fired because they
were taking selfies,
sharing pictures, illicit pictures of the scene and whatever else. And you know what? You know, in our respective WhatsApp groups, we always get mad photos or mad videos. And sometimes I think, who took that? Like, you see, police are humans.
Probably Ace.
Whatever.
Ace is a correspondent for BBC, so sometimes he goes out and he breaks conduct.
Lee is TMZ, bruv. Lee sends the exclusive videos that no one's ever seen before. Lee was there.
Ace, do you want to job in the morning? I'll tell them what you tell me, you know.
Huh?
Do you want a job in the morning? Because I'll tell them what you tell me, you know.
Whatever, man. You know that I'm scared that Lee is gonna send the video to the group one day that is gonna get us arrested. You see what happened to the police officer that was it her sister? Sent her
I think they set her up.
Oh man, and I'm scared that Lee's gonna do that to us.
I think they do. I think they set her up.
What was the story? So basically, there's a police officer.
Why for me? Why?
Because it just didn't make sense. So there was
someone told the story, please.
There was this black woman.
Based on what Ace said earlier, why?
No, you're not listening. You're not listening.
Tell the story first.
So there's a woman with a clean police record. She's quite high up in the police, a black lady, right? I really should find out what her name was. But anyway, there's this police. I should Google it.
Google it. Yeah, he's doing it. I love it. Click.
Oh no, that's not.
So yeah, go on anyway.
So she was suspended anyway because she had these pictures on her phone of something to do with kids or whatever. I don't know. It must have been. But anyway, there was proof that she didn't open the message.
She didn't even open the video.
Wow. Yeah.
And then she's been suspended from the police. But I just think they set her up. I think they wanted her out and they just came up with a reason to push her out.
And she's on the sex offenders list as well, right?
Yeah, because imagine this, Imagine you've sent me an inappropriate image. I've not opened the image. I've actually responded saying like, don't send me these types of messages or something like that. I'm not reading the facts, so I might be getting this wrong. And then they've taken this all the way to court.
So basically, someone can get an indecent picture of, say, a minor, send it to everyone contacts, and all the contacts can be prosecuted, even though they didn't even ask for it.
No, she wasn't prosecuted, but she was basically. She was prosecuted.
Yeah. Saying do you get what I'm saying? They're using this against her. That's mad.
Yeah, it's not cool at all.
I think so.
I mean, that aside, Femi, back to Ace's thing about this police officer. There's a lot of bad police officers.
So wait, let me no. Sorry, I just want to finish this properly, Because I've got the facts now, right? Imagine a senior police officer, she was convicted of possessing a child abuse video on her phone. Has been told she faces immense consequences in her career, of course. So a court heard Novelette Robin Williams failed to report a sister for sending the disturbing clip last year, while juries accept that Williams did not view the material. They rejected her claim she was unaware of its presence on her phone.
They're taking a piss.
Do you know how mad that is? Why I'm like, they set her up. That's a big setup. And wait for it. The jury was told that she was one of 17 people to receive the clip. So it might have been a broadcast.
Yeah, that's F-Freeze, man.
Now,
Nah.
this woman's basically been like, she got 200 hours community service, and she's basically, I don't know if she's been suspended.
She must have been.
But she's basically like had an exemplary record, highly regarded. She's a superintendent. She was awarded the Queen's Policing Medal for Distinguished Service in 2003. Nah, she annoyed someone.
Femi and Damon, you've both got sisters. What would you do? What would you do if this happened to you? If your sister sent you this, do you divorce them? Is it done?
Wait, hold on, wait. What? Done again? If my sister sent me that?
If he's married to them, and so it'd be kind of weird if you married to them.
You know what's funny about what you said, Ace?
What?
You see these things, yeah? The job that my sister used to do, yeah?
What do you mean?
She used to do something within child protection within the local council, yeah? And when I would talk to her about these videos, yeah, she blatantly told me straight, delete them from my phone. Like, it is something that if the police want to be arsehole.
What was you sending her? What was you sending her that she said delete this from my phone?
No, you know, like there was one video that I remember of a child being stripped and bullied by a gang. Yeah, so a gang caught him and then stripped him and beat him up or something to humiliate him. And they sent it around, but because I think because the boy was like 15 or 16, he's a minor. It's child porn. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that video got sent around to everyone as a warning to be like, yo, this is what's happening to our children. Yeah. Protect our children, bloody, bloody, blah. But the reality
is that class of child porn though? Because
it's indecent images of children, isn't it?
Ain't that like rape though? Over child porn though? If anything.
Well, it's indecent images of children. So whatever it comes under within the law, it is what it is, and you can get prosecuted. So that's what I'm saying. When I was chatting to my sister about these things, she told me straight, delete them off your phone. Because there are going to be, there could be a situation where you get nabbed for something and they go through your phone and they've seen this, and now it's a whole different drama. And as you said, Femi, with this police officer, depending on their agenda, you're done for. You're actually done for. And the thing is, when it comes to the media would just put out there, well-known local barber that has been cutting children for the last 20-something years has been prosecuted of XYZ. That's mad. No one's hearing your story. They're just reading that and be like, you know what I mean? That's your career done. You was a cab driver, Lee. Femi, you was a film director, producer, Ace. You know what I mean? It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
An absolute wrap.
I'll just move back to Africa.
Why is that your answer to everything?
I mean, you know what, yeah? There's gonna come a time, innit, where it's just untenable to carry on here.
And I believe you. 100% believe you. I'm with you.
And it's
what do you mean? You won't be able to do nothing, you mean?
Nah, Lee, you're gonna need to learn how to eat African food, bro.
Damon
You're gonna have to learn, bro, because we're gonna all have to go soon. We're all gonna have to go. We've got no choice.
My belly's weak, man.
Nah. You're gonna have to learn how to eat African food, bro.
You must chop well.
We're gonna all have to go at some point.
My hands are quite dirty.
Wash your hands, man. What happened to you?
I can't get that dirt underneath my fingernails. I just can't get to it.
Nah, you have to, bruv.
Hygienic.
You're gonna have to learn how to eat that food, bruv.
I'm definitely on the move soon. On another question, can I just ask something? This question goes out to everybody in the group. So when your dad sends you porn, what kind of porn does he send you?
I don't have a dad.
Do I?
Okay. Your mom send you porn?
Mom doesn't send me porn either, no.
Your mom doesn't send you porn?
Nah, mom ain't sending me porn.
Papa doesn't send you no porn? So I'm the only one then, yeah?
Your dad sends you porn?
Right, we move.
No, wait, no. Let's unpack this. Let's unpack this. Your father sends you porn.
Yeah.
What type of porn?
I'm gonna out him now. At first, I was mortified. But then after he sent me about 3 good videos, I was like, you know what? This man might be thinking the way I'm thinking then.
Wait.
Let's unpack this. I want to know about the first time you received a video from your dad. How old were you?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. No, but it was only on WhatsApp, so I was a big man, innit?
How old?
I think, no, but this I'm talking about a couple of years ago, because my dad only jumped on WhatsApp the last, say, 5 years. We've been sending me decent porn.
In your 30s? Since your 30s?
Yeah, my 30s, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's all right then.
But the first time your dad sends you porn,
it's not all right.
It's an absolute mazza if your dad is sending you porn at 15 or 16.
No,
that's wild.
That's child abuse. Because I'll be honest with you, when I first took this porn in my 30s, I thought, I don't like you because you're still with my mum. And if you're watching the things that I watch, you're disgusting. Because I hope you ain't doing to mum what I'm doing to my gal. Real talk. If mum's giving you that sloppy...
Allow it. Can we move on? This is making me uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, you started this.
I'm uncomfortable. Like, at least I talk about mum and like, nah. I just got uncomfortable.
But recently, I think he's caught up to the taste. Because I'm like, right, okay, Pops, I like that kind of porn. Yeah, that's my kind of thing. You feel me? Well, am I the only one? All right, cool. Let me say nothing, innit?
Where do you think Pops is getting the porn from?
Bro, his group must be nasty because there's certain videos he sent me and I said to him, allow it now. And he don't send so his porn, his group of friends are nasty. And most of them, they're in the church. And I'm like, how your church friends move like that? How your church friends moving like that? So I know
the church friends, yeah.
You got a couple church.
Let me ask you a question. Do you send him videos that you get?
No, I don't. That's the thing. I don't.
So let me ask you this. After he sends you like a decent video, like do you send him back an emoji, a fire emoji, a spud, or like a fist, or like what do you send him? Like what is the interaction after?
You know the 2 eyeballs. When I send him back the 2 eyeballs, it means he's got my attention. If I don't send him something, he needs to stop.
Oh,
I'm like, right, that's what you're dealing with, Pops. Yeah, send some more of that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting relationship right there.
But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not the only one. I got a few friends. I don't want to name and shame them, but his pop, my brethren's pops up in the salsa clubs, and the thing he gets sent, I'm like, your pops is nasty, man. And because your pops is nasty like that, your mum must be nasty as well. All I'm saying. And you're my dog, but I'm not having it.
Did your mum know that your dad's like distributing porn to her children?
Probably not, but she probably knows now. And I don't say the porn he sends me, it's tasteful. It's not you. And he tells me he loves you all the time as well, so it don't mean nothing.
I got a dying question, but I don't want to offend
you. Oh,
no,
hit me. Come on, man.
Sorry, Femi, I just really need to know this. I apologize. Have you ever bashed over porn that your dad sent you? That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Please say no. You can't bash over porn that your dad sent you. You can't. You can't. Because I'll be honest, you sent a couple videos but there's no way. My brethren can send me a video, but your dad, you can't bash over videos that your dad sent. You can't.
No. Be fair, I'll be honest with you. I mean, when you say what kind of porn, what kind of porn we talking about here? No. I'll be honest with you. No, I wouldn't. I couldn't. I put it this way: if I'm looking for some material, I don't go in to my dad's media and go through his things because that's the last place.
Let's change the subject. Femi's gone. We don't want him to duck out. Femi, come back. It's all right.
I got a brethren. I go through his media because when I go through his media, oh my days, you could be single for a year. He's got enough material for a year. You get what I'm saying? It's mad.
Sorry, guys. I just wanted to really know that. Thank you very much.
I mean, only Damon could probably answer this question. Like, you never saw porn in your house growing up?
Yeah, I think everyone did.
Like, from
Like,
your own...
I saw somebody in the group. Somebody in the group was funny. Somebody said their dad don't even have data. Waste, man. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
No, like, you know, like the videos. Everyone had the videos in it, the videotapes, and at the back, at the bottom was the stash, and it was always like cricket or something was labeled on the videotape, but you knew it wasn't that.
I can't relate to any of this.
You know what? My dad's gonna hate me. Fuck it. I'm gonna say how it is. Yeah. So one day, I'm probably about year 11. So I'm starting my little porno journey. So I know what porn is, and when I get my hands on it, I'm gonna hold it for a long while. But this is magazines, isn't it? Anyway, I remember. Mumsy's gonna kill me. I shouldn't even say this. This is so deep. I remember my mum saying to me, "Put this away." Like, I was helping her do something in her room, and you know, she goes, put out that drawer and put that in there. That is the bedding. And as I did it, as I opened the drawer, I saw a magazine, but it was folded up like like a ball, like not a ball, like as a pole.
Yeah.
I was like, what's that? You know, I'm a kid, innit? So I didn't say nothing at that point. Anyway, I thought, let me just let her know there's a magazine in there. And my mum was like, yeah, it's just your dad's stuff. I say, okay, so I'm aware that it's there, but you don't make moves then. When I went back, when she was at work, my mum and dad was at work, I went straight back for that magazine to see what that was. I said, rah, my dad's loving them little Thailand looking kind of things, you know. I said, that must be his flavor, because let me love it anyway.
Leave.
What? How you mean?
Oh my God. All right. Can we talk about something else so Femi can come back?
Yes, we can talk about something else. I got a relationship corner.
Oh, true.
Respectfully.
Sorry.
Hi, Femi.
No,
We were just talking about the politics in the Congo.
Wow. Yeah, so basically, couple together, been together for a couple years, lived together, cool. During lockdown, the guy's been going to work, everything's fine. Recently, maybe about a month ago, he's saying that he's been acting bookie. The guy's been acting bookie, yeah? But he's been going to work, and coming back at weird hours of the night. So she's thinking that he's cheating on her, innit?
Is he self-employed?
Sorry?
Is he self-employed?
No, he's saying that there's times where he's working late in the office.
Overtime.
All of that. But there's times where, you know, but he will ring or send a message like, yo, I'm still in the office, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, long and short, one day she gets a knock at the door, on the door, yeah, late at night, knock on the door, it's the police. My man's been arrested. Turns out that he's actually a shotter. Basically, he lost his job, like halfway through the first lockdown or whatever. So man just hit the roads, but didn't tell her. So she had no idea that man's on the roads. So now when obviously all of this is coming out, he's in jail, he's on remand. Yeah, he's on remand. Yeah. So she's having a conversation with him now, and she goes, okay, it's all making sense. She feels sorry for him, but she's angry. So what she's saying is she doesn't really know what to do. So she's trying to get our perspective as a man, because she's like, she feels betrayed that he lied to her all this time, has potentially put her, you know, not life in jeopardy, but you know. So she's a bit.
Can I ask a ghetto question?
Go on.
What was he shot in?
Yeah, what drugs was it?
It's very. I think that's quite important.
That's very important.
Like, tell me, what difference does the drugs make?
Because if it was weed, if it's weed, then the niggas gotta do what niggas gotta do.
Like
But if it's
in 5
like that
years,
brown stuff,
in 5 years, that there's gonna be
just
weed shops
stay
everywhere.
for
Like,
a long time.
trust me. Like, I don't feel like weed is as immoral as cocaine, and that's just my opinion.
Cocaine's the same thing. What are you talking about, man? Remember that time we did that coke?
You fool.
Heroin is a dirty drug. Heroin and crack are the dirty drugs. So if he's doing that,
You know, I have an issue with weed, man. Just because, like, I can go to America and smoke weed, and I can get weed delivered by Deliveroo in America, or you go to Amsterdam, you can do it in the shop. I don't find it as immoral as any other drug. So that's why
there's a movement. There's a movement towards the legalization of cannabis globally.
It's coming.
Yeah.
100%.
Give it about 3-4 years.
Yeah, 100%. So that's why I'm like, if it's not weed and he's doing,
weed.
He's doing the harder stuff.
Weed.
Okay.
Brother, if you lose your job and you got a shot hard food, then you need to tell the wife what the situation is, blood. Because you need to know if she's your ride or die. All this secret business, it's long, blood. It's long. If I need to do them things, I've got to tell them that's first and foremost.
What if she says not to do it though?
But then if she tells me not to do it, I'm not doing it. Simple.
Well,
To be fair, nothing life ever gets that bad that you have to sell hard food. It never gets that bad. That's a choice that you want to make. That's my personal opinion, innit? I agree. I don't think it gets that bad that you need to do that. But who am I?
Femi, what do you think?
I think he should have just told her if that's really his partner. Should have spoken to her. Should have informed her. Because there's nothing worse than, like, you know, your partner doing something that I need to be privy to it. We're a team. So, like, I need to have the information so I know how to react. You know what I mean?
That's like your girl getting fired and she become a stripper and she don't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to tell me this shit, man. Because I want to come to the club too and watch you do that.
No, but there's that. No, Lee. Like, honestly, there's that. But then there's also, like, imagine like your man them turn up at the yard, say, Lee, we need to talk, and they just got all these videos of, like, getting private dances with your girl at the strip club.
What? I think with her situation, yeah, I think, like, women don't want to hear things about their partner from other parties. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, anything. It could be anything from, like, what you've done at work to cheating. Like, even if you've cheated, they'd rather hear it from you than hearing it from their friend or like hearing it from a third party. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like she's gonna feel betrayed because she didn't know that he had been sacked. She didn't know what his source, where his income was coming from. So I think it's more. I feel like the hurt is more from not knowing than what he was actually doing. What do you think,
bro?
Like, you didn't tell me.
Getting sacked, you know, it is what it is. It's the way the world works, man. You get sacked, go and just get a noble job, man. Just do a normal job. Find a job. As long as you're on the search looking, as long as you're not on the couch jamming, chatting shit every day, demanding certain things. But and if you're not trying to hear that, you need to make moves, boy. It's not for you.
But you know what Damon hasn't said? Like, maybe, and this is not me being misogynistic, but this does happen. Maybe he was under pressure to keep up a certain lifestyle. And that money was the only way that he thought that he could continue.
Yeah, but that's your insecurity.
Yeah, but who knows? He might have been getting pressure to be like, to like conform, or to be like, to have that certain standard of living.
But look where that pressure put him. Man's on remand, you know. Now another man is entertaining his missus.
Lee, how do you know?
It's COVID. It's 23-hour lockdown. I heard.
You're living.
Them man are running out of peas on the phone call thing quickly. Another man just chatting to it now. That's what you've done. All that. Because if you're selling hard food to maintain your lifestyle at home, you best be coming home with a bottle of champagne every night. Otherwise, what are you doing it for?
True.
What are you doing it for? What, to pay the bills? I don't know. No man that sells heroin and crack and tells me that he's just paying the bills, trying to look for a mortgage. Never heard it in my life. Never heard that in my life. Trying to buy shares in cryptocurrency. Never heard it. I've never heard it. When you sell them type of drugs, you got to get a Mercedes, you got to be in the clubs, you got to be smoking weed while you're driving. There's a lifestyle that comes with it.
Lifestyle.
I mean, she's kind of looking for some kind of reasoning, because I think she's leaning towards, she's looking to let this guy go. He should have told her, he should have let her know what was going on. He should have let her know that he'd been sacked. He should have let her know that he was thinking about going into this line of work. He should have just let her know. So she's thinking, I can't trust you, blah, 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 blah. So her argument is, she'd just be like, what do we think as men? Like, would we be in that situation? And
we're law-abiding citizens. I don't think, if my girl told me she's shotting hard food, then she's going to jail to rot, because I ain't going anything. I'm visiting her. If I find out that my girl was selling hard food, you think I'm going to jail to visit her? What? Who? You're an idiot. No. That's where I'm from anyway. That's where I'm at in my life. Do you get what I'm saying? We're not trying to break the law no more. We're done.
Do you think he deserves her to kind of stay with him, stand by him?
Listen, that's not up to me, bro. That's up to what they're running. I never tell anyone how to run their thing, but I'm not on that. It depends. If I'm a wheeler and dealer like that, and she's on that, she likes the lifestyle, then she's got to do what she's got to do in it. And she has to be real with herself. Some girls like the lifestyle, innit? Some girls like that.
She wasn't benefiting from the lifestyle like that. Like, she didn't notice any difference. Like, she didn't notice any...
Were they eating Novikov and Nobu and them places?
No, it's in lockdown. It's lockdown. So he wasn't behaving.
You know, Damon, you could get delivery. Damon, you can get all them foods on delivery, you know.
No, bro, I'm just explaining the thing. They wasn't living any different. Like, he wasn't landing with stuff. So it's not like, you know, so somebody put in the group, was she benefiting from it? She had no idea. She had no idea. He wasn't coming back with bare crap and this and that and that. Nothing changed in his life.
Listen,
nothing changed. Remands.
Say again?
Man's a remand. That's a big change.
No, but obviously now.
Listen, she's not his mom, man. She should move on, man.
Yeah.
Wow,
Femi said it. His mom. You see moms, they can turn a blind eye to all manner of rubbish. Yeah. If she's starting, she can move on, because he didn't trust her enough with that information for about a year.
You know what? I think that's a bit harsh, but I agree. I kind of agree.
Because it's a big, you know, like, you don't trust me with that information. So what was our relationship based on? And you were working late, you were doing all of that, so you couldn't tell me. So what's the point? Well, like, that's a very important,
as well, man. Can you imagine waking up every day and pretending to go work and not actually going to work? This is like, it's long. This is long. Like, yeah, but you're going to work. It's a headache, man.
For real though, man. They will let you down from the day that he put on that suit, and then he jumped in and tried to do all that thing on the side road. That's long.
It's long. It's just long.
The suit, you know, shoes, with the church shoes, and they were buffed. They were buffed every Sunday, buffing them. That's long.
You bust the cord and put on your belly and hoodie. Like, it's long. It's this long. It's absolutely long.
It's mad.
Let me call our Black Business
Corner.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the music and all of that?
Yeah, hold it. Bro.
I find it a bit annoying, but it doesn't feel right without it.
Black Business Corner.
You lot came up with this on the episode that I wasn't there, because I would have dissed this out. I would have cancelled it straight away.
Look at you. You're so negative.
I'm just saying, because one day there wasn't this weird song, and then the next session, man are singing new songs and doing special effects on the episode.
I got confession for the listeners, you know.
Go on.
Nothing's going to feel better than doing this podcast when we used to do it in the studio, when I could go completely off piece, and then Ace gets scared that he's going to get sacked, and then delete all my shit and work on. They were my best days. We could say what we want, come in late, we chat shit, we bitch, we do our thing, and then we went in. Now I feel like everything's PC.
The world's PC now, my friend. It's not just us.
You're trying to keep you're sacrificing for your mate. Otherwise, Ace is gonna be that guy.
Right.
Hey, what you doing?
Going to work. But
Ace,
really,
Hello, Ola.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear the man them?
No.
Can you lot hear Ola?
Yeah,
yes.
but she can't hear us because we wasn't speaking. Can't I still see that?
That was stupid. I apologize. 1 second. Actually, no, I need to change my settings. Stay there 1 second. Hold on, guys. This is technical stuff going on here. Right. And
No,
then
we
I'll
can
do
hear
that,
her,
and
and
then
she
I'm
can
gonna
hear
put that
us.
up there and that up there. All right. Let's go. Hello.
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 You hear me now?
Ola.
Mike?
Yes. Yeah, you are. We can hear you.
Okay, cool. Hi, everyone.
We could hear her the whole. We could hear her the whole time, Ace.
I
but-
can't hear anyone else.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, can you not hear them? All right, hold on. Can you hear them now?
Hey,
They can hear us. You just
we
said
can
it.
hear.
She said she couldn't hear you. Now she can hear you.
Hear everyone now.
There you go. Ola, what is your black business?
So
Business corner.
my business is called House of Ola, and I make abstract art and accessories. You can find out what I do if you go to www.houseofola.co.uk, and you can see all my lovely stuff there. I do original art, and I also do digital art, which you can buy as prints. So you can either buy them as prints and they come to you directly, or you can even now, you can go and download them and put them in your own frames. So that's what I do. And most of my accessories, if you look on the website, are made with African wax print fabric.
Go on.
What else?
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for about 5 years, but I'd say seriously for like the last year.
And how is business at the moment? How is business?
It's slow, but it's okay because like I've only really just introduced the art stuff, but the accessories I've been doing really well with the accessories, so it's okay. But obviously I could do with some more business.
Obviously, right now, like everybody's kind of being conscious of buying black. Are you finding that you've had more sales since that, like this movement began? No, wow.
No,
okay.
no,
not at all.
I'm going to be honest. And actually, to be fair, I would say I've had more American customers than I've had British black customers.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think you need as an injection to your business? Like, what would you need? Like the perfect thing to either promote or, I don't know, is it an investment? Like, what
basically,
do you think you need?
I will tell you now. What I would like is somebody who really wants something beautiful for their home and wants to commission me to create a piece of artwork. If you look on the website, you can see all the canvases I make, and they're all custom made. So if you have like a room that you need a nice piece of art for, I can basically, thanks Damien, I can basically make some artwork for you. A lot of my artwork has gold leaf in, and it's textured. So we can do silver, gold, or bronze, like a copper color, as you can see there. So yeah, that I would say that would be like the ideal thing. Somebody commissioning me to do some artwork for them.
And what would the average price be for like a commission piece of artwork? I know that.
I think it's quite affordable actually. So the commission artwork starts at a size which is just smaller than 20 by 30, and that's $350, and then it goes up to the biggest one I do at the moment is 150 centimeters by 100 centimeters, and that roughly, depending on what kind of stuff you want with it, that's roughly about 500.
Oh, that's quite fair. Go on. All right.
Hola. Hola.
Yeah, who's that?
Lee.
It's Lee. Listen,
Hi,
man.
Lee.
How you doing? You're right. I'm just looking at your stuff. When you saw me disappear on the screen, I was looking at your stuff. Can I ask you a question? So, was you a good drawer in school?
No, I'm
no,
not. What's the word? I'm not artistic. So if I come up with an idea, I'll work. I can make an idea. I can make something creative, but I can't draw. Save my life.
So what made you go in this direction in life then?
Sorry, is that again?
What made you go in this direction in life, if you don't mind me asking?
So I've always done creative stuff. So I used to do hair and beauty.
Okay.
And salon. And then I went to college in my 30s to do hair and makeup. And then a photography course. So I was like, oh, photography, that means I don't have to pay anyone to take pictures of my work. So I went and did a photography course and became a photographer. And that's like my main job. And then from that, I started just doing other creative stuff, making things. And when I look back, I've always been creative. But, you know, having two Nigerian parents, they don't want to know anything about being creative. So, yeah, so I feel like now...
Be creative without being business-minded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, I'm looking at some of your stuff. It's really beautiful. And you took all these pictures that are actually on your site as well?
Yeah.
Very, very,
if you go to my Instagram, you'll find my other Instagram.
That's what I'm yeah.
So you can see my photography stuff as well.
Beautiful.
Sorry, you see the earrings that I just held up, the earrings, the African earrings that I just held up that come in gold and silver. How much are those?
Yeah. They're £7, I think. I don't make those, by the way. That's the only thing I don't make is the African earrings.
You just sell it.
The gold ones, yeah. Is that the ones you're talking about?
Yeah.
You sold them.
You sold them.
Yeah, I sell them, yeah, but I don't make them.
Oh, okay.
Just say you made them. They won't know. Trust me. Ola, trust me. They don't.
I forged them in gold. No, that's the only thing I don't make. But the stud earrings and all the other stuff I make.
Oh, wicked.
How can they get a hold of you? How can they check out the website one more time?
So if you go to Instagram, The House of Ola, or if you go to my website, which is houseofola.co.uk, you can find all the details there.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Ola.
No problem. I'll put it in the chat anyway. Yes.
Ola.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. I need to order a couple of pairs of those earrings.
Lovely.
So
that'd be great, Damien. Thank you.
I'm gonna chat to you after the podcast, and we're gonna get some shekels sent over to you for a couple of those earrings and probably some other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to you after the podcast. Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff.
Love, Ola.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Black Business Corner.
You lot, I'm mad tired, you know.
All right, before we go, can we just say congratulations to the one and only. I'm trying to find a sound effect. Daniel Kaluuya.
But Ace, you won an award the other day.
Oh yeah, I did. Wow. Yeah. This is my award from the Broadcasters Press Guild. This is a big award, and I know that people won't know, yeah. But basically, this award was voted for by all of the commissioners across radio. So from the BBC and across of the whole of the UK, the big boy commissioners all voted my radio show as the best radio program of the year. My One Lecture Talk special on George Floyd for Black Lives Matter as well. Me and Shawnee picked up this on the 42nd. Yeah, big people have won this award before, you know. Mario Stewart and them man there.
Yeah, but you forgot, bro. You were bigging up Daniel Kaluuya before you remembered your own thing.
I totally forgot my own award, but there you go. I won that.
This man don't even want to ask man for a liver. Sorry, man don't even want to ask man for a liver.
Kidney.
Sorry, bro. No disrespect, but this is what I'm saying. Man don't even want to ask. You know, he's too nice.
Right?
Stop being nice, man. Ask for the thing.
Ace.
No.
Ace, you see how your brethren is? Yeah. Lee's probably been running around for the last 5 years, talking to all of his people, all of his customers, talking about, yeah, you got a spare lung. My brother needs a lung.
I'm telling bear, man. Hey, brother, I swear you need one of your lungs, you know. My boy needs that, man. Come, man. Give that up. I'm trying for you, bro.
You ain't offering me your kidney, bro. But you ain't offering me your kidney.
Bro, you need to push on your side. My thing, you know what my thing? My thing is full of things that you don't even need right now, blood. What is kidney control?
It's fine. Yeah, you've probably done some damage to yours already. It's fine. I seen what you done.
But do you know what, Ace? Yeah, like just to be real, you see that that show you did, like, was one of the most powerful radio shows and honest radio shows I've ever heard in my life.
I thoroughly enjoyed. It's like I said that in my post. Like, this has been a year of, like, obviously you lot know I love radio. That's my thing. That's my heart. And I haven't really been able to do it in the way that I've wanted to do it for an entire year. I've been in and out of the studio. I've been at home for the last however long. And to be able to pick up this award doing a show that I did in my house is nuts. So yeah, I'm very appreciative of this. And yeah, man, salute to the Broadcasters Press Guild.
Can I say you were in your boxers when you did that show as well?
Why you do? Yeah, I was in my boxers. It's fine.
Oh, yeah,
my house in boxers in that show, and I don't want an award for it. That's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
I have to say, Ace, yeah. I have to say, knowing you for as long as I've known you, yeah, and I've seen you shut down clubs in Ibiza. I've seen you shut down clubs all over the country. I've seen you be an amazing father to your children, you know, an amazing partner. But I'd have to say that there, watching you, listening to that radio show, and it wasn't even listening to the radio show, it was actually speaking to so many people who that radio show touched. Because people was coming up to me like, yeah, your guy Ace, oh my God, I listened to that. You know, I felt famous. I felt famous for knowing you. The amount of people that was coming up to me in the shop, just random places like, yeah, your guy Ace, he smashed it. I have to say that's probably one of my proudest moments for you, bro, because that was a major thing. And it wasn't even just a major thing for Black people. It was a major thing for just everyone. Like that section there with Shawnee B just had every ear listening, Black, white, you know, just every ear listening to what you lot had to say. That was a big thing. I'm
proud of it, man. I think I'm 100% proud of it. Like, I think that I've said in my speech as well, like, some of the conversations that I know that would have never have happened if that show never, like, the conversations that come off the back of that show, I'm proud of. Like, I've had conversations with people that maybe didn't even know what I do or who I am. I'm finding that people are responding to emails that maybe didn't respond before. I just feel like so much great things have happened as a result of that show. It's one of my proudest broadcasting moments. So I'm really happy. And we're all creatives, like you're on the screen. Like, we all want to do things that impact on people and make people either think or touch people in a certain way, whether it's laughter, whether it's comedy or films, or even just making people look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything we do, we want to have an impact on people. And this was one of those moments for me, and I'm so super proud of it. So thank you very much to those. Hopefully we'll win some more awards for that show as well. And big up.
Come on, big up.
No, Femi comment just now.
Someone said, even though he followed and unfollowed me on Insta, congrats, Ace. That's what Jordan Jones said.
He unfollowed and followed me on Insta.
Yeah, no, you followed and unfollowed him on Insta. Congrats to you anyway.
Sorry, my bad.
I said, spicy. It is spicy, boy. So,
Ace, maybe your pictures weren't banging. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Can you upload this podcast onto every other podcast platform that's not YouTube, please?
Jordan Jones. Say what? Can I do what?
Are you able to upload this podcast?
Yeah, this is going up straight after the show. We haven't said anything incriminating today, so it's fine. Last week was a bit, it was a bit.
So it will be going up straight off. I also wanted to add, I need the Puma trying to come for the Nigeria thing, yeah, with your Ghana top. It's kind of lit.
What do you mean?
Very nice.
Is Puma the sponsor?
No, no. I'm just saying, like, your shirt is very. Trying it.
The Nigerian one was the lick before.
It was lifestyle. It was a Nike team, but this one's all right. It's not bad.
Right. No, that's all right, man. There's a yellow one as well. What's the yellow one?
Black Star.
Black Stars all day.
As you say.
Yeah.
Good night.
Hey, man, Jamaica's the best, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, come on.
Rastafari and all them things there.
Rasta.
So that right? Nah,
Yeah.
Bingy.
Yeah.
Ja.
Ja
Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Right. So rate, subscribe, comment. We still haven't got to 2.5k followers, subscribers yet. I'm gonna stop threatening you lot. It's fine, whatever. Whatever. We'll just crawl in there. Keep it moving.
Hey, we was thinking about having a phone line while we do this. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to be able to call up and give your say on certain topics that we're talking about? Maybe be the fifth Cut the Chat member for a portion of the show. How would you feel about that? Let us know, man. Hit us up on the DM or even in the chat or whatever. Get at us. Like, what do you guys think about us having an additional phone line when we do these Zooms? I mean, again, we'll be back together at some point soon, but it doesn't look like it'll be for like another few months. But for the time being, how would you feel about a phone line during this Cut the Chat episode on a Tuesday? What do you think? Yeah? Okay, cool.
They can DM us. They can DM us.
Hit us on the DM. Hit us on the DM.
I've been up since 5. I love you guys. It's been beautiful.
Go to bed. All right, good night. Rate, subscribe, comment.
Lee, wait.
Go on.
Lee, listen. You need to make sure you report back with us next week if you got any backlash about what you're saying about your dad.
Mum's gonna go mad. I know she is. She's got a jab on Sunday as well. You know that. My mum and dad got their jab.
Oh, they've had it on Sunday.
Yeah.
The first one.
They had the Oxford one, on Sunday, innit?
Aye.
I'll give them a call every day to make sure they're alive.
Wow, okay.
And my dad ain't grow breasts.
But I spoke to my dad today. He had his. My mum's had hers. He's had his. They're waiting on their second one.
Yeah. Are you worried? Do you know what? I'm not worried, yes, but everyone else does. Like, they're trying to be polite about it. Like, oh, what jab did they have? Did they have the Oxford? Did they have the this? It's just that, I've heard a few things. I'm like, bruv, not telling me them things there, man.
I'm happy
every night, worried, stressed.
I'm happy that they've had it. Like, they're happy. I can see they're very happy that they've had it.
Yeah.
Is your mum having it, Ace?
I don't know.
She was down the market. Hey, give me that fucking vaccine tonight. Are you having a fucking bubble bath?
I've had both jabs.
Have you had both of them?
I had both of them.
We have to talk about it. No, guys, we have to talk about it next week. How Ace told me that information. We'll have to talk about it next week.
Why is that funny? Anyway, yeah, I've had both jabs, but we can talk about it next week. It's fine. I'm fine. I had the Pfizer. I had the Viagra jab.
Pfizer one's the better one still.
Yeah, they make Viagra, so we know that they're certain.
The AstraZeneca one, they make you catch a little bit of COVID still.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Cheers, man.
It's the old school methodology. The Pfizer one's the RNA. Or some people are comfortable with RNA.
And go to Essex and check on my parents. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, how did you have both of them? How did you have both of them already?
I'm a bad man. No joking. Do you know what? So I had the first one at the end of January, and then literally, like 4 weeks later, they were like, "Yeah."
Why you never tell us this?
I don't know. Do you know what it is? I saw like some of the backlash that certain people were getting for having the jab, and I was just like, I'm not really getting into that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Flat earthers, and it is what it is. But now I'm kind of like, I don't care, whatever. Like, everyone just do their own research in it. And yeah, so I've had both of them. I got the call to come and have the second one a week, 2 weeks ago. And I had absolutely no side effects. I didn't even have my arm didn't hurt, nothing. I was fine. The first one, I didn't even know. Like, I felt like she didn't even pull in my arm. It was like nothing's happened. I'm fine.
Well, is that big, yeah? Oi, that's what I'm talking about. AC boo.
Sorry, quickly.
What about the one that stick up your bum? Did you feel that one?
I didn't do that.
Okay, that was just me then.
That was it. Femi, before we go on.
I forgot. Someone said something's not true. Do your own research. Ignore me.
Okay.
Ignore me. Any information that I've said about vaccines are irrelevant. Do your own research. But you know what's banned? Yeah, did we do research before we started using paracetamol? Anyway,
Exactly.
let's go. Let's go. Good night.
And Calpo.
And Capo.
Right.
Good night. We move. You know, like everyone's doing this, do your own research thing. No, you're just gonna go and swipe pictures on Instagram.
You're right.
You're not doing no research. No one's doing no research.
100% right.
Let's stop pretending that we're doing any research into anything. Good night, guys.
You know,
I'm
let me
tired
just-
now.
The greatest TikTok ever. You know when the TikTok when they say something and then they reverse it on you. But did you do your research though? But you know what you're doing. That's what we need to do. Don't want to take the jab, but did you research fucking paracetamol though? Did you? No, you didn't.
That's mad. All right. Good night, guys.